Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
Puppy Dog from Hell has a best lap time of 2:02.898. Sunoiler's first serious lap is in the books with a time of 2:02.260. Good effort, but I'm expecting them to really push the envelope in the next few laps.
Yeah, it's about building that momentum, Rob. Fine-tuning their approach with each turn, each lap, getting more out of the car and themselves.
Puppy Dog from Hell crosses the line with their first flyer, clocking a 2:02.898. They're getting to grips with Autodrome Lago Maggiore, feeling out its quirks and corners.
It's like the first round of a chess match, Rob. They're making their opening moves, setting up for the later, faster laps where they'll really show their hand.
With just 276 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. Puppy Dog from Hell posted 2:04.177 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Let's talk rubber. Tire pressures ain't just about pumping them up and hitting the road. It's like a fine art.
Couldn't have said it better. Tire pressures can dramatically impact the contact patch, the actual bit of tire touching the tarmac. Too high and you lose temperature and grip, too low, and you risk overheating, uneven wear or even a blowout. Each tire will have its own sweet spot where they grip best.
Sunoiler's first flyer is a solid start, clocking in at 2:01.843. They're getting a feel for the track, but there's room to shave off a few more seconds.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about finding those little tweaks, adjusting the line here, braking a tad later there. Every lap is a learning curve.
Puppy Dog from Hell has a best lap time of 2:02.298. Renault Per 99 posted a 1:59.980 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? And there's Huge Ass, easing out onto Autodrome Lago Maggiore. It's like the first step on a long hike, finding your footing before you hit full stride.
Right, and every racer knows this out lap is precious. It's their first handshake with the track today, feeling out its mood and temperament.
Puppy Dog from Hell's first serious lap is in the books with a time of 2:02.283. Good effort, but I'm expecting them to really push the envelope in the next few laps.
Yeah, it's about building that momentum, Rob. Fine-tuning their approach with each turn, each lap, getting more out of the car and themselves.
Renault Per 99 crosses the line with their first flyer, clocking a 1:59.427. They're getting to grips with Autodrome Lago Maggiore, feeling out its quirks and corners.
It's like the first round of a chess match, Rob. They're making their opening moves, setting up for the later, faster laps where they'll really show their hand.
With just 271 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. Mate, sometimes I reckon the pit wall looks like they're controlling a spaceship with all those dials and knobs.
You're not wrong. Each of those adjustments, from brake bias to differential settings, has a profound effect on car behavior. It's like tuning a guitar, but instead of strings, you're tweaking mechanical symphonies to get the car singing just right on the track.
It's a bit like looking for water in the outback. These drivers are searching for that sweet rhythm, where everything just clicks.
Spot on. It's that elusive flow state. When everything syncs up, the car, the track, the driver, that's when magic happens.
Renault Per 99 has a best lap time of 1:59.420. There's the first flying lap for Sunoiler, hitting 2:06.12. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt.
Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
Eddie G posted 204.343 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Watch as Megasaurus 55 takes it nice and easy on this outlap. It's not just about warming up the tires, it's about getting into that mental pit lane, tuning into the race mindset.
For sure, Rob, they're calibrating everything a euro. The brakes, the steering, the throttle response. It's a crucial part of laying down the groundwork for a successful practice session.
There's Huge Ass, gently nudging the beast as they head out. The outlap is where you whisper to the car, "Let's dance," before the real party starts.
You got that right. It's a gentle waltz before the full-on rock concert of the race. They're testing the waters, getting a feel for every bend and straight of Autodrome Lago Maggiore.
Sunoiler's first flyer is a solid start, clocking in at 2:06.67. They're getting a feel for the track, but there's room to shave off a few more seconds.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about finding those little tweaks, adjusting the line here, braking a tad later there. Every lap is a learning curve.
These practices, mate, they're like a kangaroo finding its best hop. Once you've got it, you're unstoppable.
Couldn't have put it better. Finding the perfect launch is all about repetition and adjustments.
You ever think about what's ticking inside a driver's noggin during these laps?
All the time. It's a mix of analyzing, strategizing, and adapting. Every corner, every straight is a puzzle, and they're trying to solve it at full speed.
There's no mucking around for Huge Ass a euro, straight down to business on this first flyer. They'll be keen to see what times they can clock in early on.
Yeah, and it's not just about speed. It's about rhythm, finding that flow around Autodrome Lago Maggiore. Getting into that groove early can set the pace for the whole session.
Megasaurus 55 is really opening up the taps now, their first flyer of the session. This is where we start to see what Tatuus FA01 has got under the hood.
That's right, Rob. They're shaking off the cobwebs and really starting to push. It's all about finding that sweet spot between speed and control on the circuit.
Huge Ass is on their first practice flying lap. right, Sunoiler has put down a 159.943. It's a decent benchmark, but I reckon there's more juice to squeeze out of that Tatuus FA01.
For sure, Rob, it's early days. They're just starting to sync up with the track. We'll likely see those times tumble as they dial in.
Eddie G crosses the line with their first flyer, clocking a 204.343. They're getting to grips with Autodrome Lago Maggiore, feeling out its quirks and corners.
It's like the first round of a chess match, Rob. They're making their opening moves, setting up for the later, faster laps where they'll really show their hand.
Sunoiler's first serious lap is in the books with a time of 159.943. Good effort, but I'm expecting them to really push the envelope in the next few laps.
Yeah, it's about building that momentum, Rob. Fine-tuning their approach with each turn, each lap, getting more out of the car and themselves.
Look at A. Phillips taking it nice and easy, a smart move. Like a chess player contemplating the opening move, they're planning several steps ahead.
Spot on. They're mentally mapping each corner, each straight. It's not just about the car, it's about strategy and foresight.
Mate, these drivers aren't just burning rubber for the fun of it. They're chasing the ghost, that perfect lap that's always just out of reach.
Absolutely. Back in my racing days, I used to call it chasing the dragon. It's that feeling when you know there's still a little more in the tank, a fraction of a second to be found.
Eddie G posted a 804.018 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? There's the first flying lap for Hugh Jass, hitting 2:06.53. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt.
Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
With just 258 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. Keen is getting to grips with the Tatuus FA01 in this practice session. Huge Ass has a best lap time of 2:06.53. Megasaurus 55 posted 2:01.551 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Sunoiler has a best lap time of 1:59.807. Oi, these practices aren't just a walkabout in the park. It's here that races are often won or lost.
Absolutely. Back home in North Carolina, we emphasize the setup. A few tweaks during practice can lead to major gains on race day.
So, for those tuning in and wondering what's the go with these practice sessions, well, it ain't just about flexing their engines. It's about synergy, mate. Getting the driver, the car, and the track to sing in harmony.
Couldn't have put it better. We liken it to rehearsing a dance. Every step, every turn must be practiced until it's second nature on the big stage.
Rob crosses the line with their first flyer, clocking a 1:58.102. They're getting to grips with Autodrome Lago Maggiore, feeling out its quirks and corners.
It's like the first round of a chess match, Rob. They're making their opening moves, setting up for the later, faster laps where they'll really show their hand.
Sunoiler posted a 2:01.014 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? There's the first flying lap for Eddie G, hitting 2:03.553. It's a start, but they'll be looking to iron out those kinks as they get more laps under their belt.
Right on, Rob. It's early in the session, so there's plenty of time to experiment and find those extra tenths of a second.
Alright, Huge Ass has put down a 2:03.68. It's a decent benchmark, but I reckon there's more juice to squeeze out of that Tatuus FA01.
For sure, Rob. It's early days. They're just starting to sync up with the track. We'll likely see those times tumble as they dial in.
Richard Rossier's first flyer is a solid start, clocking in at 2:02.269. They're getting a feel for the track, but there's room to shave off a few more seconds.
Absolutely, Rob. It's all about finding those little tweaks, adjusting the line here, braking a tad later there. Every lap is a learning curve.
Mr. Bang's on the outlap, getting a taste of the tarmac. It's like sniffing the cork before a good wine. First impressions matter.
Exactly. They're assessing the grip, the balance, the whole shebang. You can learn a lot in these quiet moments before the throttle really opens up.
You know, mate, watching these practice sessions, you think the driver just jumps in and goes. But there's a heck of a lot more to it. Starting with that aero package, the balance between drag and downforce.
Oh, for sure. You tweak the front wing just a smidge, and you could have a totally different beast on your hands. Depending on the track, they might want more downforce for those tight corners or reduce it for the long straights to maximize speed.
Now, here's a term some might not be familiar with: roll bar stiffness. Sounds technical, doesn't it?
It does, but in essence, it's about how the car reacts to lateral forces, especially during cornering. Adjusting the roll bar can change how the car behaves mid-corner. A softer setting can be more forgiving, but a stiffer one might give the driver a quicker response, albeit with less margin for error.
Eddie G posted 2:02.798 on their last lap. How will they do on this one? Mr. Bang is on the outlap, not just warming up the tires but also warming up their instincts, getting that racer's intuition dialed in.
True that. They're getting the feel of the track, the car, the conditions. It's all about setting the stage for what's to come.
Hugh Jass has a best lap time of 1:59.555. Look at maybe today Satan go. They're really giving it some jandle now. The first flyer is always a bit of a reconnaissance mission, a mix of caution and raw pace.
You bet, Rob. They're mapping out the track, feeling out the grip levels, and getting a sense of how the car is performing today. It's a crucial lap for building confidence.
With just 247 minutes left before we move to qualification, there is not long left for these drivers to finish their preparations. The engines are revving up and the drivers are ready to hit the gas pedal for this qualifying session at Autodrome Lago Maggiore.
The pressure is on to set the fastest lap times, and the tension in the air is palpable.
What a performance from Megasuras 55. They currently occupy 4th on the grid. Can they maintain this strong position and secure a favourable starting spot? A dominant display by Richard Rossier in this qualifying session. They have put in a stunning lap time and find themselves at the top of the leaderboard. The other drivers will have their work cut out to match their speed and claim that pole position. A mesmerizing display from Rob in this qualifying session. They have left everyone in awe with their speed and precision. Currently leading the pack, they are setting the standard and sending a clear message to their competitors.
You're absolutely right, Rob. Rob has been absolutely exceptional in this qualifying session. Their performance is a testament to their skill and determination.
It hasn't been the best qualifying session for Sunoiler so far. They find themselves in 12th position, which is not where they had hoped to be. However, there's still time left on the clock, and they have the opportunity to make improvements. What an impressive performance from Rob. They are currently leading the pack in this qualification session, showing incredible pace and skill. It's a commanding position for them, and they have set the bar high for their competitors.
I share your thoughts, Rob. Rob is currently untouchable with their outstanding performance. They have raised the bar, and their competitors have a tough challenge ahead to catch up.
Rob Always Keen has completed their outlap. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification. Richard Rossier has completed their outlap. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Mr. Bang has completed their outlap. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Maybe today Satan has completed their outlap. There are just over 10 minutes left in this qualification session. Rob Keane has completed their first flying lap in 1:56.757. A solid qualifying performance. A. Phillips has just completed that lap in 1:57.285. Their best lap so far is 1:57.285, putting them in P2. Will they be able to hold on to that spot? And there goes Eddie G, currently in position 9. Eddie G has just completed a lap in 2:00.476. Let's see if they can improve on that time further. Not the ideal start for Maybe Today Satan in this qualifying session. Currently in 12th, Maybe Today Satan has completed their first flying lap in 1:59.777. Impressive work from A. Phillips, who has claimed second on the grid. Now, the focus is on maintaining their composure and pushing for an even better starting position.
Absolutely, Rob. A. Phillips has put in a remarkable effort to secure second. The competition is fierce, and they'll need to stay focused to defend their position.
It's been a struggle for Richard Rossier in qualifying. As of now, they find themselves in 11th position, which is well below their expectations. However, motorsport is unpredictable, and there's still an opportunity for them to shine and move up the grid.
You're spot on, Rob. Richard Rossier has had a tough time in this qualifying session, but they shouldn't be counted out just yet. With their experience and the support of their team, they might find the extra speed needed to move up the grid.
Richard Rossier has just completed that lap in 1:59.704. Their best lap so far is 1:59.704, putting them in P7. Will they be able to hold on to that spot? There are just over 5 minutes left in this qualification session. Looks like maybe today Satan is making a statement, securing a spot in 5th.
Yep, Rob, but there's always room for improvement. Smooth, consistent laps might just be the key to climbing even higher before this session wraps up.
A disappointing performance from Mr. Bang so far in this qualifying session. Finding themselves in 12th position is certainly not what they were aiming for. However, they have the talent and experience to bounce back and salvage a better result.
Spot on analysis, Rob. It's been a difficult qualifying session for Mr. Bang, but they shouldn't lose hope just yet. They have the talent and determination to make a comeback, and it'll be exciting to see how they respond to this adversity.
Mr. Bang's last lap at 2:02.384 has them languishing in 12th. Time's slipping away, and they need to find some magic on the track.
Absolutely, Rob. It's crunch time, and they've got to push that Tatuus FA01 beyond its limits if they want to claw back into the top 5.
Sunoiler has put in a great effort and currently holds 8th. With the session winding down, can they unleash their full potential and improve their starting position? Sunoiler has some work to do, as that 159.447 is only good enough for 6th. A tough outing for Roll Postma in qualifying today. They currently sit in 13th position, which is far from ideal. However, there's a chance for them to regroup, analyze their data, and make some adjustments to their setup to improve their result. Roll Postma has just completed a lap in 2:02.616. Let's see if they can improve on that time further. Sunoiler has secured a respectable 6th in the qualifying session. Can they capitalize on this position and use it as a launching pad for a stronger race performance? It's a stellar performance from Sunoiler, clinching 5th.
They're in a great spot, Rob, but in qualifying, complacency can be your worst enemy. They need to keep pushing the limits while staying cool under pressure.
Impressive display by Richard Rossier, currently sitting in position 8. They've set a competitive time, but the question remains whether they can push even harder to secure a better starting position.
I completely agree, Rob. Richard Rossier has positioned themselves impressively in 8th. However, it's crucial for them to keep pushing to potentially improve their starting position.
I'm thinking Richard Rossier could benefit from tweaking their tyre strategy. That last lap at 159.442 isn't cutting it for 7th. A switch to a softer compound might give them the edge they need.
Spot on, Rob. A softer tire could provide that extra grip, but they'll have to manage tire wear carefully. It's a risky play, but it might just pay off.
It's been a challenging day for Roll Postma in qualifying. They currently sit in 13th position, which is not reflective of their true potential. With the session nearing its end, they'll need to push hard and extract every ounce of performance to improve their Roll Postma might need to rethink their setup. That 202.157 isn't doing them any favors in 13th. Maybe tweaking the downforce for better grip could shave off a few precious seconds.
I agree, Rob. A bit more downforce on those corners at Autodrome Lago Maggiore could make a world of difference. But they'll have to be careful not to sacrifice too much top speed on the straights.
Incredible drive by A. Phillips so far, earning them second on the grid. However, the competition is fierce. Will they be able to find that extra edge to move up? A challenging session for Mr. Bang so far. They're currently in 12th position, which is not where they wanted to be. But in motorsport, we've seen remarkable comebacks, and they'll be hoping to turn their fortunes around and secure a better result. A. Phillips has positioned themselves well in second during qualifying. The challenge now is to assess their competitors and strategize how to move up the order for a better race start.
I couldn't agree more, Rob. A. Phillips has done a fantastic job to claim second. The challenge now is to convert this opportunity into a strong race result.
A strong showing from A. Phillips as they currently sit in second. With the session drawing to a close, they'll need to dig deep and find that extra burst of speed to improve.
You're absolutely right, Rob. A. Phillips's current position of second reflects their strong qualifying performance. Now, they'll need to strategize and capitalize on this starting position.
There's a little bit of wind in the air today here at Autodrome Lago Maggiore as we're getting ready to kick things off.
The drivers are looking focused out there on the grid. I'm excited for this one, Rob.
Rob Keane has got the inside track starting from pole position.
They'll be excited at their prospects for this race.
Taking the second spot is A. Phillips.
A. Phillips is looking on for a strong result.
As the drivers prepare to take off, Jack M Team sits in third place on the starting grid.
Jack M Team will be taking no prisoners today.
Coming in at fourth, we have Megasaurus 55. Our fifth place starter for today's race is none other than Sunoiler. Lining up in sixth is maybe today's Satan.
But they can't afford to be complacent. This is race day, after all.
From the middle of the pack, we have Richard Rossier in 7th place on the starting grid.
They'll be looking for a clean race.
As the engines roar to life, Hugh Jass prepares to take off from the 8th position on the starting grid. The 9th starting position belongs to Renault 99, who will be looking to make up ground early on. Eddie G is going to be starting from 10th. Starting from 11th on the grid is not ideal for Puppy Dog from Hell, but they're a fighter. Mr. Bang is 12th. Starting from 13th on the grid is a tough ask for Roel Postma, but they're up for the challenge.
Where can Roel Postma finish today?
Green flag. Green flag.
Concentration is crucial as they navigate through the pack and try to establish a strong position. The best drivers know how to find their rhythm quickly.
The tension is palpable here. No one will want to make a crucial mistake on the first lap. You know, they say, steady as she goes, and that's exactly what a Phillips is doing. Holding on to two, maybe they've got a trick or two up their sleeve for later. Crikey, Renault 99 start has been a bit wobbly, like a wallaby on roller skates. From 9 down to 12, they'll have their work cut out today. Bit of a cruisy start for Megasaurus 55, just feeling out the track at Autodrome Lago Maggiore. You know, like a dingo sussing out the lay of the land.
No rush, no fuss for Megasaurus 55. In the south, we appreciate taking a moment to breathe, and that's just what they're doing at 4. We'll see how things spice up.
The racing is normally closely fought here at Autodrome Lago Maggiore. I think we are in for a cracking race.
What a beautiful day for racing here at Autodrome Lago Maggiore. This is going to be good to watch.
There's some intense battling throughout the field as everyone is looking to get off to a good start. The gap between Puppy Dog from Hell and Richard Rossier is widening. It's now up to 0.5 seconds. Sunoiler appears to be trying to find a way round Jack M team that could make a move on them in T1. Whoa there, Hugh Jass is sticking to Sunoiler like glue. You reckon Sunoiler's feeling the pressure? 'Cause I sure would.
It's a thrilling battle for position as these two drivers give it their all. Who will come out on top? This is racing at its finest.
A great pass for Hugh Jass as they pick off other drivers and move up the field. Meanwhile, Sunoiler has lost ground. Stone the Crows. Hugh Jass has pulled a sneaky, landing at 6th. Always a surprise with them. Boy, Mr. Bang's giving it a red-hot go in 11th. Just a few kangaroo hops behind Renault 99. Might see a cheeky move soon.
It's a game of strategy now as Mr. Bang hunts down Renault 99. Yes, it's all about choosing the right moments to push and when to conserve energy, waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike.
No room for error here. Jack M team is breathing down the neck of Megasaurus 55, waiting for the perfect chance to make their move. Megasaurus 55 could be looking for a way up the inside of Jack M team.
Can they make it past without taking the paint off?
Look at this. Sunoiler is practically drafting off Megasaurus 55. With the gap this small, T13 is going to be a real test.
Sunoiler is following Megasaurus 55 so closely, they could start charging them rent for occupying the same space on the track.
The pressure is really on for Megasaurus 55 in 4th as Sunoiler is closing in. This is where experience and skill really count. Things are heating up as Sunoiler closes in on Megasaurus 55. The gap between them is down to practically nothing.
As an experienced driver, I can tell you that Sunoiler must be laser focused on Megasaurus 55's every move, looking for the slightest weakness to exploit.
Fair dinkum, I reckon Hugh Jass has got that thirsty look in his eyes. Wants to share a cold one with Richard Rossier in the front.
Looks like Hugh Jass has got more moves than a cowboy in a honky-tonk bar. Richard Rosier better watch out or he'll be two-stepped right off the track.
Alright, lads and ladies, it's crunch time. Richard Rosier is sniffing around Eddie G like a dog with a bone. And it looks like they might just take a bite out of 6.
If Richard Rosier pushes too hard, they might find themselves exploring the scenic route, and nobody's got time for sightseeing during a race.
Sunoiler seems to be putting the pressure on Megasaurus 55. This is what it's all about, folks. Huge Ass is in hot pursuit of Richard Rosier, who's just trying to stay ahead. Superb driving from Huge Ass, who with that overtake has gained a position in the race. The fans are on the edge of their seats. It doesn't get any closer than this.
Mate, if I had $1 for every time Megasaurus 55 looked like overtaking, I'd be sipping mojitos on a beach right now.
This is what high-octane racing looks like. Richard Rosier is breathing down the neck of Huge Ass, not giving him any room to relax.
These two are putting on a masterclass in precision driving. Every turn, every acceleration, calculated to perfection.
Get ready, folks. With Megasaurus 55 tailing this close to Sunoiler, T17 is about to become a hotspot.
Remember that time Megasaurus 55 made that audacious move on the last lap? Feels like deja vu, doesn't it, Rob?
Hold on to your hats. Huge Ass is incident alert. Looks like Huge Ass forgot they weren't at Bondi Beach, taking a dive like that.
Whoa, Huge Ass is pulling a me at a family gathering, aimlessly veering, hoping no one notices.
Megasaurus 55 wants to get into Sunoiler slipstream. The gap between Roll Postma and Mr. Bang is razor thin as they vie for 11th in this nail-biting contest. Oh, this is getting intense. Eddie G is just behind Huge Ass. Oh mate, Megasaurus 55's impersonating a lost tourist. Did someone forget to tell them it's a race, not a bushwalk?
Dang, Megasaurus 55 swerving around like me chasing a sale at the car parts store. Always ends up being a wild ride.
It's neck and neck, the closest battle we've seen in a while.
If this battle ends in tears, it could be like watching a high-speed domino effect, but let's hope they keep it clean and avoid any unplanned games.
Stone the Crows. Puppy Dog from Hell's on fire, surging ahead like there's a free round at the pub waiting. Hello, ninth.
Well, slap my knee and call it a jamboree. Puppy Dog from Hell's putting on a masterclass, storming into ninth.
Every race has its highs and lows. Today, Puppy Dog from Hell acquaints themselves with a new perspective at 10th. Struth. If Renopa 99 gets any closer to Richard Rosier, they'll be asking to share a meat pie. Watch them duel it out at T15.
Sweet Caroline, Renopa 99's giving Richard Rosier.
Wait, talk about going walkabout on the track. Eddie's off on a little bush adventure at Autodrome Lago Maggiore, aren't they?
Did the wind contribute to that? It's blowing at 9 kph out there right now.
With every twist and turn, Renopa 99 is shadowing Richard Rosier, waiting to pounce like a lion on the hunt. Stone the Crows. Renopa 99's going faster than a roux on the hop. Richard Rosier's got to step up their game now. You know, mate, I was chatting with some of the pit. Sorry to interrupt here, but oof, Roll Postma misjudged that corner like I misjudged my last relationship. Too fast, too soon.
Dang, Roel Postma decided to cut loose like it's spring break, 89. Wrong party, pal.
This is where the race gets really interesting. Renopa 99 is closing in on Richard Rosier.
It's hotter than a jalapeno out here. If Renopa 99 gets any closer to Richard Rosier, we're gonna need to put this stream on OnlyFans.
It's like watching two predators circling each other, waiting for the perfect moment to pounce. It's a tale of two drivers right now, with maybe today Satan gaining places and Roll Postma losing them.
Go, 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 that's what we want to see.
It's a game of inches now as Renault Per 99 tails Richard Rossier closely, ready to capitalize on any mistake. I swear, Renault Per 99's on the prowl, making that leap to 6th look as easy as a Sunday Arvo barbecue.
Man, if racing was a barbecue, Renault Per 99 just threw down the spiciest ribs. Up to 6th and sizzling.
Blimey, Richard Rossier is sticking to Renault Per 99 like a kangaroo to her Joey. At this rate, they'll be side by side as they hit T17. Richard Rossier is trying their best, but can't seem to find the pace to keep up with Renault Per 99 at the moment. Mate, Richard Rossier's really given it a burl out there, ripping it up like a croc in a waterhole.
I tell ya, I haven't seen that kind of ferocity since my days at Indy. But you Aussies, always gotta bring up the wildlife, huh?
As Roll Postma trails maybe today Satan, it's a bit reminiscent of my cat chasing a laser point. Determined, but always just a tad behind.
Well, shoot, if Roel Postma was any more laid back, they'd be horizontal. Reckon they're daydreaming of those cheerleaders again?
Things are looking as crook as Rookwood for Roll Postma, lagging behind maybe today Satan and the gap stretching out like a long country road. They'll need to find some extra grunt to flip this situation. Look at Renault Per 99 trying to close that gap on Richard Rossier. Kind of like me trying to get close to a decent Barbie back home.
Barbie? Oh, you mean a barbecue. Yeah, but over here it's like trying to catch the last slice of pizza at a Super Bowl party. Well, butter my biscuit. With a gap just shy of a second, Renault Per 99's car is dialed in. He's looking to reel Richard Rossier in on the straights of Autodrome Lago Maggiore.
Oh dear, Renault Per 99 has dropped down to 8th.
Yes, but there's still plenty of race left. Renault Per 99 needs to stay calm and focused and make their move when the time is right.
Tell ya what, maybe today Satan's trailing harder than my belt after Christmas dinner. Reckon he's got a plan up his sleeve, or is he just here for the sausage sizzle? Fair dinkum. Maybe today Satan's finding those aerodynamic sweet spots. Could be adjusting that front wing angle to cut through the air like a hot knife through butter. You reckon Megasaurus 55 saw a spider in the cockpit? 'Cause they're running away from the front like it's Huntsman Central. Blimey, Megasaurus 55's cranking up the downforce, making every newton of force count. That gap's shrinking faster than my wallet at the pub. Every gear shift, every pedal push, maybe today Satan's got one goal in mind, capturing Mr. Bang's spot.
Maybe today Satan's got that car dialed in tighter than my grandma's corset. If Mr. Bang isn't careful, he's gonna get a taste of some good old American hustle.
Mate, maybe today Satan's creeping up on Mr. Bang like a dingo on a picnic. Must have tweaked that brake bias a touch to the rear.
Now, ain't that something? Maybe today's Satan is right on it. Just needs to keep the pedal to the metal to tailgate Mr. Bang.
Ripper of a move. Maybe today Satan's not just in the race, they're owning it. G'day, 10th. Well, butter my bread and call it a sandwich. Megasaurus 55's not letting Richard Rossier have all the fairy bread at this party. Watch out, Richard Rossier, he's coming for your Tim Tams, mate.
I think they are going to take them.
Megasaurus 55 and Richard Rossier have a gap between them that's growing like Jack's beanstalk. We're breaking alert. Crikey. Sunoiler thought they were on a boomerang's flight path. Only problem? Didn't come back.
Lord have mercy. Sunoiler must have seen a ghost or thought they spotted Bigfoot. That was one wild turn.
Gee whiz. Megasaurus 55 is breathing down Sunoiler's neck. Wouldn't want to be in Sunoiler's rearview mirror right now. It's getting crowded.
Well, bless my heart. Megasaurus 55 is shadowing Sunoiler so closely, it's like they're hitched together. Keep an eye on them as they whip through T5.
This is where legends are made. Which driver will rise to the occasion and claim victory? A setback for Sunoiler, who has just been passed. These drivers? Top-notch athletes. It's not just about being quick. They've got stamina, reflexes, and they gotta think fast. Incident alert. Well, if it isn't maybe today Satan, the wild wallaby of the track, hopping right off the tarmac. Now, that's what I'm talking about. Sunoiler is proper nipping at Renault 99's heels. Are they thinking of making a lunge? Only time will tell. Sunoiler is not able to keep their pace consistent. So far they are 8.95 seconds down. Mate, I've always thought choosing a tyre compound is a bit like choosing your favourite Aussie beer. Do you go for something robust that can last, or something that gives a quick hit but might wear out fast?
Haha. Well, I reckon it's more like our North Carolina barbecue sauces. Some like it sweet and long-lasting, others prefer that quick tangy kick. But I'll tell ya, getting it wrong is like biting into a pepper when you're expecting a blueberry.
Pushing too hard can lead to mistakes, and we're seeing that now. That car is really unsettled as they push for every last bit of speed.
There's a razor-thin line between glory and disaster, and both drivers are dancing right on it.
Wow, Megasaurus 55 is really pushing it. They're coming up fast Sunoiler, and there's no way they can make the turn. Megasaurus 55's on the back foot here, struggling to keep up with Sunoiler like a dingo after a roadrunner. This is edge of the seat stuff. Sunoiler is relentlessly hunting down Renault 99. Who'll blink first?
The roaring engines are echoing Sunoiler's battle cry. Renault 99, can you hear the thunder?
It's starting to look like we might get a battle between Sunoiler and Renault 99.
Well, butter my butt and call me a biscuit. Sunoiler's using that draft from Renault 99 real effectively, shaving off tenths every lap.
The rumble of the engine, the scent of the rubber, and Rob comfortably sitting at first. Oh, talk about a tango on tarmac. Sunoiler is dancing closer and closer to Renault 99. You can feel the tension as they approach T17.
One wrong move and we could see a spectacular new synchronized pirouette performance by Sunoiler and Renault 99, though I doubt the judges would give them a perfect score.
Crikey. Sunoiler's looking like they've been caught in a rip, struggling to keep up with the pace set by Renault 99. Hope they find their feet soon. Richard Rossi has been working the tyre temps, and it's paying off. Grip's better than a kangaroo on a trampoline. Watch out, huge ass. Not much room to breathe for Renault 99 with Sunoiler trailing so close. I reckon we'll see a move soon, especially at T7.
The chase between Sunoiler and Renault 99 is like a high-speed game of tag, only the stakes are much higher.
Now that's how it's done. Sun Oiler rips through the track, while Renault 99 watches the tail lights fade.
Well, it's not just about speed, it's about strategy. But right now, Sunoiler's showing a masterclass in both.
The chase music's playing in Renault 99's head as they reel in Sun Oiler, moment by nail-biting moment.
In the theater of speed, this is the climax. Every move is a headline, every overtake a potential plot twist.
Well, ain't this a ding-dong battle? Sun Oiler is putting up the barriers like I do when my mates want to borrow the ute. No way through, Renault 99.
Look at that defensive line by Sunoiler. It's like watching someone protect the last piece of apple pie at Thanksgiving dinner.
Wow, Renault 99 is really pushing hard to catch up to Sun Oiler. There's blood in the water for 6th place. Fantastic move from Renault 99, who has just gained a position.
You can't argue with results like that. Renault 99 is really making their mark on this race.
The drivers are really pushing their limits out there on the track.
It's like they're trying to outrun the laws of physics. But we all know that's impossible. Or is it? I mean, we're a couple of AI commenting on a race, anything can happen.
Ha, you have a point there. And speaking of pushing limits, these cars are breaking records left and right.
They're so fast, it's like they're breaking the sound barrier. Or at least the speed limit.
I hope the police aren't watching. As we come into the final moments of this epic race, Rob Always Keen is in the lead, and it's a checkered flag for Rob, who crosses the finish line with a commanding victory. What a phenomenal performance, absolutely dominant today. A nail-biting finish, but A. Phillips claims 2nd place.
Strong work securing 2nd place. Well done.
What a race from Jack M team. They kept their cool and secured a well-earned 3rd place on the podium. Huge ass take 4th, with Richard Rossier in 5th. Finishing 6th is Renault 99. Coming in 7th and 8th we have Sun Oiler and Megasaurus 55. In 9th, it's Puppy Dog from Hell. Roll Postma claim 10th. Mr. Bang in 11th. Maybe today Satan end in 12th. You've joined us on a breezy day here at Autodrome Lago Maggiore as we're getting ready to kick things off. Roll Postma will be feeling confident starting from pole position. Puppy Dog from Hell is placed in second. Megasaurus 55 lines up in third place as the engines rev and the race begins.
It's like they're on the outside looking in. Can they make their way to the front of the pack?
In fourth place, we have Sunoiler.
Sunoiler will be ready to show what they're made of.
On the fifth grid slot, we have Renopa 99. Starting from the sixth position, Richard Rossier will need to navigate through the field to challenge for the win. Starting from seventh on the grid is a good position for Hugh Jass to launch an attack.
What can we expect from the English driver?
In the middle of the pack, we have Jack M Team starting from the 8th position on the grid.
They would have liked to be higher up, but that's not going to stop Jack M Team fighting their way through.
Lining up in 9th is A Phillips. Sitting in 10th is Rob Keane. Mr. Bang has got their work cut out for them starting from 11th on the grid.
Where can Mr. Bang put that Tatuus FA01?
Maybe today Satan may not be starting from pole, but they're still in with a shot.
Maybe today's Satan will be hoping for some good points today.
Eddie G will need to be on top of their game starting from 13th on the grid.
Eddie G has been looking strong all week. Expect big things.
And we have liftoff. The race is now underway. This first sector will test the driver's skills and their ability to stay focused.
You can feel the tension thick as Carolina barbecue sauce. These early moments, well, they can set the tone faster than a fiddle in a bluegrass band.
All the drivers will be trying to take advantage of the pack whilst they're still bunched up. Well, ain't that a slice of vanilla? Rob always keen, sitting pretty right where they started. Comfy as a koala in a eucalyptus tree.
A good old-fashioned southern standoff, that's what Rob's doing. Holding their ground, and sometimes that's the best strategy in the early laps.
As the drivers get this race underway, let me give a shout out to the admin team at AssettoCorsaFriends for making this all possible. Heroes one and all. So a Phillips has decided to play it cool, eh? Holding on to 9 like a croc with a juicy steak. Just sizing up the competition, I reckon. Establishing an early advantage will be crucial to the outcome of this race.
I for one am really excited, Rob. The rivalry between Renopa 99 and Hugh Jass has been building before the race, and this is where scores are settled.
It's a steady race for Megasaurus 55 so far. They haven't made any mistakes, and they're maintaining their focus. Mate, maybe today Satan's right up Mr. Bang's chuff. As they zip through T17, we're all expecting some fireworks.
It's going to be a close one. Maybe today's Satan will have to push hard to create an opportunity.
It's an intense battle for position as Rob tries to outmaneuver Renopa 99. This is edge of your seat racing.
That's right. Keane is determined to pass Renopa 99 and secure a higher position.
The action is non-stop as Megasaurus 55 shadows Roll Postma through every twist and turn, determined to claim first. Coming into T5, the fight for 5th is heating up. Who will be the first to blink?
If Renopa 99 gets any closer, they might as well ask Rob for a piggyback ride.
Hold on to your hats, folks. Megasaurus 55 is right on the heels of Roll Postma, and we're in for a wild ride. Buckle up. Renault 99 is all over Rob like a cheap suit. Are we about to see some wheel-to-wheel action? Puppy Dog from Hell has the pedal to the metal chasing Rob.
Do they have the speed for a move, and more importantly, do they have the talent?
The crowd is on their feet, roaring with excitement. It's an all-out war between these three drivers. Who will emerge victorious? Your guess is as good as mine.
You're absolutely right, Rob. The different strategies employed by these drivers add another layer of excitement. It's fascinating to see how they adapt their approach to gain a competitive edge.
We got a close battle as Rob closes in on Huge Ass. They're going side by side, door handle to door handle. This is as close as it gets, folks. Who will have the courage to outbrake the others? Oh, the pressure is on for Puppy Dog from Hell. Track between Jack M Team 0.1 seconds away and Renault 99 just ahead with a gap of 0.1 seconds. They must defend their position while seeking an opportunity to advance.
No doubt about it, Rob. The gaps to the cars ahead and behind are like a constant reminder for Puppy Dog from Hell. They need to maintain their pace to defend their position and potentially make a move.
Things are getting spicy now, as Huge Ass and Eddie G look to battle it out for 7th place.
You're right. Huge Ass in 7th needs to stay cool under pressure.
Breaking alert, Struth. Mr. Bang's having a real dog's breakfast of a moment. Seems like Renault 99 is getting in range of Jack M Team. We've got an edge of your seat battle between maybe today Satan in 9th and Huge Ass in 10th, with just 0.2 seconds between them. It looks like Jack M Team is all over Renault 99. I think they're gonna press them through T11 aka Dip Diablo and try and press for a mistake.
For sure, Rob, that's exactly what I would be doing here, as Renault 99 is going to be aware of them riding their bumper.
Things are getting spicy as maybe today Satan is breathing down Huge Ass's neck. The gap? Mate, you couldn't slide a credit card between them. It's like David versus Goliath out there. Maybe today Satan just slung a stone and gained ground, while Huge Ass is left searching for footing. Hang on, as maybe today Satan just played their wild card. They're lounging at 9th now. Oh, this is getting intense. Jack M Team is just a few car lengths behind Renault 99. It's a thrilling pursuit as maybe today Satan is right behind Huge Ass, keeping the pressure on for 8th place. You Americans have your drive-thrus. Here, Jack M Team's trying to make this a drive past on Renault 99.
Well, let's see if they can supersize that pass, or if they'll just get a side of disappointment.
It's a close race between Rob and Eddie G in 10th. Keen just blitzed past Eddie G like they were standing still. I love being here at Autodrome Lago Maggiore. What an awesome place to be witnessing these titans of the track battle it out.
Indeed, Rob, what a magnificent sight and sound. I love listening to the roar of these engines. Let's just listen for a moment.
Alright, hold your horses. Mr. Bang is really putting the heat on Eddie G. If I were Eddie G, I'd be checking those mirrors non-stop.
Mr. Bang is so close to Eddie G that if this were a dance floor, they'd be doing the tango.
As they speed through T11 aka Dip Diablo, Jack M Team is relentlessly pursuing Renault 99 in a high-stakes battle for position.
When I was racing, we had a saying, if you're not living on the edge, you're taking up too much space. Jack M Team is definitely living on the edge today.
The crowd is on its feet as Rob Always Keen chases down maybe today Satan through T12. This is what it's all about, folks. Jack M Team is in hot pursuit of Renault 99, who's just trying to stay ahead.
Can they close up enough for a pass? I don't see it personally.
This is what racing is all about. Two fierce competitors pushing each other to the limit.
It's a battle for position as Keen tries to make a move on maybe today's Satan. This is what racing is all about.
The adrenaline is pumping as Jack M team gets within striking distance of Renault per 99 in their race for third. Mr. Bang wants to close that gap with Sunoiler. Oh my, Jack M team is hot on the tail of Renault per 99. As they come into T5, I'm sure they may have a cheeky peek up the inside. It's a battle of wills out there, each driver trying to outsmart and outmaneuver the other.
Well, isn't this a showdown? Sunoiler's right on the tail of Eddie G. Eyes peeled as they approach T5, folks.
Eddie G could be looking for a way up the inside of Sunoiler.
And they are poised to capitalize on any mistake, but who's going to make that mistake first?
The tension is palpable. Who will come out on top in this epic showdown?
You can feel the intensity in the air. The slightest mistake could cost either of them the race.
Boy, Eddie's really making Mr. Bang work for it.
It's going to come down to who wants it more. I've seen Eddie G in tight spots before, but Mr. Bang is breathing down their neck.
Yeah, reckon it's tighter than a Sydney parking spot right now. Hugh Jass wants to find a way round Rob, always keen.
They need to keep it on the black stuff. You don't get points for driving over weeds, not in this game.
Alright, lads and ladies, it's crunch time. Jack M team is sniffing around Renault per 99 like a dog with a bone. And it looks like they might just take a bite out of third. It's pedal to the metal for Jack M team, while Renault per 99 still flipping through the radio channels.
Yes, but they have to keep pushing hard. This race is far from over, and anything can happen. Jack M team needs to stay focused and keep driving with skill and determination.
Breaking news, folks. Stone the crows. Sunoiler's off in the bush again. Someone get him a map and compass.
Well, shoot, Sunoiler's channeling me trying to park in the city. A complete disaster, but always a show.
Blimey. Phillips is closing in on Richard Rossier like they owe them money. This duel is going to light up T5. Jack M team seems to be putting the pressure on Roll Postma. Look at this. Phillips is practically drafting off Richard Rossier. With the gap this small, T9 is going to be a real test. Someone should tell Richard Rossier this ain't a Sunday drive. Phillips is tearing up the track.
Yes, but Phillips can't rest on their laurels. They have to keep pushing to consolidate their position.
Hold on to your seats. Roll Postma's turning the heat up on Jack M team, closing in for the kill. Roll Postma has just managed to set their fastest lap of the race so far with a lap time of 1 minute. This is what high-octane racing looks like. Phillips is breathing down the neck of Renault per 99, not giving them any room to relax. Mate, are they packing something extra down under? Phillips has just rocketed into fourth.
Amazing stuff. Focus and precision, what it's all about.
Oh, this is getting intense. Rob is just behind Richard Rossier. An impressive showing from Keane, who has gained positions and left Richard Rossier in the dust.
You see, it's moments like these that separate the champs from the chumps. And Rob's looking every bit the champ today.
Here's some action. Phillips is tailgating Roll Postma so close, it's like they're sharing the same set of wheels as they near T8. and A. Phillips has just won the place from Roll Postma. It's neck and neck, the closest battle we've seen in a while. Hal, can you share some strategies that drivers use to manage tire degradation during a race?
Certainly, Rob. Some strategies include adjusting the car's setup for better tire life, altering driving lines to reduce wear, and using tire management techniques like lift and coast to preserve grip for as long as possible.
It seems like a Phillips is struggling. They are not able to maintain their pace.
Can a Phillips refocus and start putting in the lap times we know they're capable of?
Whoa, a Phillips is on fire, leaving skid marks and Jack M Team's hopes behind. Braking development, bloody hell. Rob just took a quick detour to the outback. Maybe they saw a kangaroo on the track or something. The intensity is off the charts as Roll Postma hounds Jack M Team, both drivers pushing themselves to the absolute limit. Now isn't this a show? Eddie's gotten the bit between their teeth, and they're reeling in Renault 99. Look at them weave and bob through T3, folks.
Watch out now, Eddie's edging ever closer to Renault 99. They'll be wheel to wheel by the time they reach T3.
Oh, talk about a tango on tarmac. Mr. Bang is dancing closer and closer to Eddie G. You can feel the tension as they approach T5.
They say rubbing is racing, but if Mr. Bang gets too close, they might end up trading carbon fiber souvenirs instead of positions.
Struth. If maybe today Satan gets any closer to Puppy Dog from hell, they'll be asking to share a meat pie. Watch them duel it out at T10. I reckon they've had a few secret lessons down under. Maybe today Satan's just breezed into 7th.
Absolutely. Maybe today Satan is really putting on a clinic out there, and they're making it look easy.
Mr. Bang wants to get into Eddie G's slipstream.
If you're enjoying the racing, please remember to like and subscribe.
Someone's revved up after lunch. Mr. Bang's blitzed ahead, claiming 9th.
That's what we like to see. Mr. Bang is really showing their class today.
No room for error here. Sunoiler is breathing down the neck of Eddie G, waiting for the perfect chance to make their move. Seems like Mr. Bang is getting in range of Renault 99. It's looking good for Mr. Bang, who has gained places and put some distance between themselves and Renault 99. Looks like Mr. Bang's letting others have their 15 seconds of fame. Now strolling at 10th.
Sucks to be them, Rob.
Things are heating up as Sunoiler closes in on Eddie G. The gap between them is down to practically nothing.
Rob, last time I saw Sunoiler this riled up, there were sparks flying off the track. Get ready for a showdown.
The gap between Rob and Sunoiler is razor thin as they vie for 12th in this nail-biting contest.
I remember being in a similar situation during my racing days. Rob must stay focused and wait for the perfect opportunity to overtake.
Incredible. Rob, always keen, is caught in a fierce battle, with Infinity breathing down their neck 0.1 seconds away, and Sunoiler just ahead with a gap of 0.2 seconds. It's a test of their racing skills.
You're right on the money, Rob. Rob, always keen, is caught between two determined rivals, and the gaps to the cars ahead and behind add an extra layer of complexity. It's a delicate balance between defense and seeking opportunities.
The action is non-stop as Hugh Jass shadows Richard Rossier through every twist and turn, determined to claim 5th.
This is where the mental game comes into play. Who will keep their cool under pressure? Hugh Jass or Richard Rossier? It's anyone's race.
The fans are on the edge of their seats. It doesn't get any closer than this. It's like watching two predators circling each other, waiting for the perfect moment to pounce.
Should things go awry, Hugh Jass and Richard Rossier might find themselves giving a whole new meaning to the term tandem drifting. though I doubt they'd enjoy it as much as the spectators.
It's a game of inches now as Rob Keane tails Eddie G closely, ready to capitalize on any mistake. A great pass for Rob Keane as they pick off other drivers and move up the field. Meanwhile, Eddie G has lost ground.
If this were chess, I'd say Rob always Keane just put Eddie G in check. Brilliant move.
It's a brilliant day for racing, and the drivers are putting on a show.
Absolutely. What a great race we are witnessing today. These drivers are giving it their all, and it's a thrill to watch them compete at this level.
They're really pushing themselves and their machines to the limit, and it's paying off with some incredible driving.
It's a pleasure to be here today, Rob. You really can't beat the excitement of a good race, especially one as competitive as this.
Looks like Roll Postma is really pushing it to the limit. They're taking those curbs aggressively, but that can unsettle the car and cause handling issues.
Indeed, taking too much curb can upset the car's balance, leading to oversteer or understeer. It's all about finding the right balance between speed and control. This is where every inch counts. Roel Postma is pushing hard to close the gap on Jack M team. Absolutely, precision and control are key here. Knowing when to push and when to hold back can be the difference between winning and losing.
With steely determination and laser focus, Rob is homing in on Mr. Bang. The battle lines are drawn. Rob Keane is pushing hard and has reduced the gap to Mr. Bang to 0.1 seconds. A great moment for Hugh Jass, who has just gained a place and moved up the standings. During your racing career, Hal, did you have any specific techniques to regain concentration if you felt it slipping?
Yes, Rob, I had a few techniques. One was to take a couple of deep breaths and briefly reset my focus. Another was to use a specific keyword or phrase as a mental trigger to refocus my mind on the task at hand.
We got a close battle as Roll Postma closes in on Jack M team. Big gains for Roll Postma as they move up the field, leaving Jack M team behind.
Someone better check if Roel Postma's been drinking those energy drinks, as it seems like they got wings.
Hold on to your hats. Jack M team is gunning for Roll Postma. Reckon we might see some cheeky moves on the next bend? Hugh Jass has the pedal to the metal chasing Richard Rossier. Hugh Jass is not able to keep their pace consistent. So far they're 3.23 seconds down.
Can Hugh Jass refocus and start putting in the lap times we know they're capable of?
Now that's how it's done. Hugh Jass rips through the track, while Richard Rossier watches the taillights fade.
Talk about turbocharged ambition. Hugh Jass has got the afterburners on full blast today.
Coming into T11 aka Dip Diablo, the fight for 9th is heating up. Who will be the first to blink?
Oi, Rob, wouldn't want to be in Rob Always Keen's shoes right now, would y'all? Talk about a pressure cooker situation.
It looks like Megasaurus 55 has found another gear. The leader has just finished the race. A fantastic result for Megasaurus 55. What a drive from A. Phillips, securing a great second place finish. Impressive drive from Jack M team to claim the final spot on the podium. Roll Postma, Hugh Jass, Richard Rossier, and maybe today Satan brings home 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th. Taking 8th, 9th and 10th is Puppy Dog from Hell, Rob Keane and Renopa 99. With Mr. Bang, Eddie G and Sun Oiler in 11th, 12th and 13th.